Can the worst possible Mr. Mime beat the entire game of Pokemon Yellow on 0 DVs, minimum battles, and with no TMs? Mr. Mime might just have the most minimalist moveset that we've ever seen in a solo challenge, learning only 2 moves via level up, Confusion and Double Slap. Everything else seems to be about setting up barriers, light screen, barrier, substitute, or it does learn meditate, so maybe we could make Double Slap viable? I'm not really sure, but I don't think this one's going to be quite in the same tier as a lot of the other challengers so far. And in fact, we might even have to look at what happens if a Pokemon fails this challenge. So strap in, because we're about to take 4 separate runs with a Mr. Mime to see how good it was actually. Let's get into it. Ash's dad showed up outside of Pallet Town, so Professor Oak caught him in a Pokeball, and we got our starting Pokemon.
I'm really interested to find out if this Mr. Mime can be better than Alakazam, because it starts the game with an attacking move, and it also has a badge boosting move right off the bat with the barrier. And we know that Confusion's completely broken in the early game, so this should work. Let's just try this. I'm gonna go 1 barrier just in case. You can see he's only doing 3 damage per hit to us with his Eevee, so Rival 1 is just a cakewalk.
So as mentioned in the intro, we have a lot of ground to cover today because we have 4 separate runs with Mr. Mime in this one. And because we have so much ground to cover, I'm going to cut out a lot of the extra and just focus in on the main battles in this unoptimized run. But if you're obsessed with completion like I am and you want to see every single battle, I always post the live commentaries in the live commentary playlist on the channel, so just go ahead and check them out there. And if you like this video, go ahead and drop a like on it. We have a goal to get to 1,000 likes with some very special videos planned when we get there. Anyway, back to the action. Let's get to Brocky Boy.
I am going to heal before Brock though, because I don't think we have quite the same special stats as like an Alakazam. And yeah, that could come back to bite us. So I'm going to do a barrier first. In fact, 2 barriers just to be safe. Yeah, we definitely do not have the same firepower that Alakazam had. Oh, he was confused and we take him down on the first attempt. There we go. We're already at level 9. This is fine. There are no problems here. So it's not like we're gonna get a bunch of great moves to help us out as we go through this. Yeah. Okay, and like we can see, like this coughing is not a 1-hit KO, which with the previous couple of runs it definitely was. So yeah, we got some work cut out for us in this one. Okay, we see Meowth is a 3-hitter there, and coughing's a 2-hitter. My god, Mr. Mime. You're scaring me. I'm not sure. We might end up with a lot of resets in this one. I don't know. Now here, everything on Rival 2's team hits physically, and we don't deal as much damage, so I think we go Barrier first, so that we resist the damage. Okay, that was a 2-hitter. Okay, that was a crit. That's nice. That's a 2-hitter. And here... Oh man, I mean, we get through with 3 HP remaining, but that was not as easy as the last couple runs, my god. But basically, we've got to take on Rival 3 here. And then after this boyo, it's just back to Cerulean and take on Misty and hope for the best, I guess. Kind of. You know. Here... Oh, we got a Gen 1 miss with Confusion. That was stupid. Okay, wait just a second. I think I need to set up the barriers here. Oh, we keep getting crits on that Sandshrew. That's nice. Oh, we got through. Misty time. Where my strat is definitely to set up the barriers first. Because I mean, Water Gun's not going to do that much. Oh, and we've learned Light Screen. which should increase our defense against special moves. But we get wrecked. So that's our first reset right there. Okay, so let's think about what we can do. We can definitely barrier up. I think that's obvious. And we're kind of hoping not to take too much damage. Now light screen. And now we should take less damage from her special type moves. And she gets confused. Oh, this is nice. This is nice. We're getting through this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Lieutenant Surge. Where I think the game plan, personally, is not to take a critical hit from Thunderbolt. Oh my god. The crit Thunderbolt one-shot us. Okay. So I'm starting with that. Oh my god. Thunderbolt does so much damage though. Okay. I like Growl. Because that's not really a big deal to me. Oh, we've confused it. Yes, it hit itself in confusion. Okay, we're on 3 resets, but we got that. Okay, so now, Rock Tunnel Hiker time. I'm not sure that his Pokemon are going to be one-hitters. Here, we'll try it. Oh, it's a one-hit, but that was a crit. Yeah, see, without a crit, not necessarily a one-hitter. So, and we did not survive self-destruct with only 1. Oh, who we got? Mike A. What's up, Mike A? Thank you for the sub. I'm gonna shout Mike A out when I do the video right here on the Rock Tunnel Hiker. But yeah, we're gonna start off by setting up some barriers here. Now that we've gotten all 3 barriers up, now I think we can go into our normal attacks because now, I mean, we've got all the defense. So, okay, 1 reset there on the Rock Tunnel Hiker, but Mike A with the sub coming in to make it all worth it. There we go. Okay, I'm going to try Rival 4 one time. I think we'll be able to get through, but I'm not sure. Here, I'm going to start off by spamming a bunch of barriers. Barrier doesn't matter for us against good old Firo there. Okay, now I'm going to set up... I mean, I guess light screen doesn't really do anything here for us, does it? But, okay, we get through, regardless. And now, we're going to have to set up barriers here on this one. 2, 3, 4. Okay, now... Okay, Confusion did 1-shot there. It's a 2-shot there. And... Okay, it took 2 hits on the Persian there, but we did get through. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. So here, time for Erika. I'm gonna go light screen first, just because I think the, you know, Vine Whip, etc. is much more scary. But man, she just wrecks us. Let's try this one more time here. So light screen... Barrier, barrier, barrier. So now her physical attack shouldn't do much damage. Okay. So we got through that one. We get put to sleep by Weepin' Bell. But we're not taking too much damage because... Oh, well, I mean critical hit Razor Leaf. Okay, that will be GG. Okay, light screen. Barrier, barrier... Barrier, confusion, 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 okay? We've leveled up. Razor Leaf does a lot. Oh, but we get through, okay. 8 resets, but we are through 4 gyms. And I think I'll try Rival 5 one time, just to see. We're gonna level up in this fight. But yeah, let's just see. So first things first, I think we need to slash. Oh my god. Oh, and now we've gotten sand attacked into oblivion. Yeah. The slashes are just... Oh my god. Yeah, that's not happening. That fight is definitely not happening. Okay. So here's the new game plan. I use all of the rare candies. I get meditate. I'm going to learn meditate over light screen because we've only got two moves. Okay, we're gonna try Koga. I expect this to be a nightmare though. Okay, let's start with barrier. So that if he does start tackling us like crazy, we just take less damage. Oh man, but he's getting all of the hits on us. Okay, a critical hit was a one hit. It's not quite a one hit there. Looks like all of these Venonats are 2-hit KOs. Okay. So I think this battle just basically continues until we get a run where he doesn't use Toxic. Like maybe this one? Maybe this one? We've got all the barriers set up, so Leech Life won't do as much damage. Yeah, we get through. Okay. 15 resets. That's not too bad getting through Koga. Especially because, yeah, we didn't have anything strong to use against him. Now the question is Rival 5 still impossible? If he is, then what we're going to have to do is get a Vaporeon and go down to Blaine, basically. So I'm going to... The Sand Slash, though. Let's just see. Okay. Looks like it's a 2-hitter there. Now, Cloyster... I mean, it uses Clamp. Clamp does decent damage. But it can also just go Withdraw. Okay. So, yeah. We may need some luck here. First things first. We're definitely going for Confusion there. I think we're going for Confusion strats there too. If we could ever get through these first two Pokemon with decent-ish health. Oh man, it's like a 3-hit KO on each of them though. Okay. So now it's on to Blaney Boy himself. So yeah, in this one, basic game plan is to barrier at the beginning because physical attacks suck. Now I think we even meditate a bunch. And now we got wrecked, okay. Yeah, I think our only way through this might be to go level up again. And I mean, I think this is a spot where it's pretty clear that if we used TMs, if we used things like Psychic, we'd be doing great here. It's the fact that we're going no TMs that makes this so damn hard. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not even sure we really need the meditates at this point, though. We probably just need the barriers. 183 resets here. At Rival 5. Tell me another Pokemon that's going to have this bad of a run here. At this point in the game. I'm really gonna... I mean, outside of just something that's an absolute garbage tier Pokemon, I just don't see it happening.
And he's only 1 in 4 to use Slash on any given turn, so... Okay, Sand Attack missed twice in a row. Okay, so we got through that one with all of the barriers set up. Okay, it's kind of good. Okay, now I'm gonna go meditate a couple times here. He's disabled Double Slap, so... But here, oh, I managed to get all of the... Yes, there we go. I managed to get all of the meditates set up, and we knocked that one out. That was stupid. This whole fight was stupid. I hate this whole fight. I never want to do this again. Oh, but this is great.
We're on 346 resets through 50 battles. And remember, we basically got to this section with like fewer than 10 resets. So this has been completely ridiculous. Completely, totally, and utterly ridiculous. But we finally got it. Oh man, sometimes I need sleep, guys. Sorry, I'm taking keys out of my pocket, so I'm like easing in now. I'm settling in. Okay, so here's what I'm planning to do here. I'm going to take on Sabrina one time with the basic game plan of slapping this little Abra like crazy, but we missed turn 1. And we can see that we don't actually do that much damage. Okay. Sorry, I'm resetting. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start setting up Meditate right away. And this is all kind of like an all or nothing strat. Like, Double Slap doesn't have a lot of PP, but once we have like all these badge boosts in theory at least, we should have a shot. There we go. Okay. That was kind of lucky. We were on our last Double Slap, but we did hit and we did get through. Okay, so now before I use that rare candy, if I use one rare candy, I'll get to the level to learn Substitute, but then we have to make a pretty tough decision of, like, what do we do with our moveset? Like, what do we forget, right? Why would we want Substitute? Because it can block a lot of statuses, and it would guarantee that we at least survive a turn. I'm just gonna go for it, guys. I'm sorry. We're leveling up. We're getting Substitute. I'm going to learn Substitute over Barrier. Probably a misplay, but I think it's my best shot. Okay. So I'm going to set up Substitute turn 1, which means Tail Whip now no longer affects me, nor does Confuse Ray affect me. Okay. And now we've set up all of the Meditates. Okay, we're on low health here. Okay, we can just confusion him down. Okay, let's try this again. Like, I'm absolutely convinced we have to confuse the Arcanine when we get there. Yeah, confusion is just the only strat that works there, I think. And that's, I think... I forget if it's a 10% chance, but I'm pretty sure it's a 10% chance that he gets confused by confusion. Of course, he's no longer confused and he just wrecks us, right? Because that is how odds work, once again. Oh yes, he hit himself in confusion. Okay, there we go. Finally! Finally! Oh my god, that was stupid. 506 resets to beat Blaine. Oh, that's depressing. That is depressing. Now it's on to Giovanni, and this is probably going to be more pain. I mean, we've already gotten the worst score of any solo run so far, with the exception of Golbat. Golbat was worse, technically. But yeah, this one is just terrible. Basically, what I'm hoping for is that he guard specs turn 1 with his Dugtrio. We can set up a Substitute, and then we can start spamming Meditate to get badge boosts. But clearly this is another spot where Psychic would do so much for us, because I mean, we would just do so much more damage with Psychic as a stab move, and then, you know, if we went Scott's Thoughts, Rest with everything, like, you know, we'd only need the one move, I think. Okay, so he goes down. Screech is fine. Guard spec is really fine. Okay, now we can at least set up, 2 meditates, because he Gaining guard specs, that's nice. Going substitute again, he uses Leer, that was nice. Guard spec, that's really nice, okay. Guard spec. And rock throw, but it doesn't matter. We finally got through Giovanni, 568 resets. Oh, this is bad. This is so bad. Oh, I hate you, Mr. Mime. I hate you, Mr. Mime, so much. But as you can see, that's the kind of luck we were going for in that battle. And now we have to move on to Rival 6, who's not going to be easy either. We have to remember a few things in this fight. Gen 1 Substitute does not block Paralysis. It does not block Leech Seed. It does not block Sleep. It does block Poison, and it will prevent us from being one-hit KO'd by anything, but yeah, I think we're gonna have to try to set up here on the Sand Slash, honestly. So Substitute, yeah, if he goes Slash turn 1, I think that's just GG. We need him to use a move that doesn't break our Substitute. Oh, rip. Okay, I like when he's confused, because that means that I can potentially set up a few... Oh, who we got? Jay the Gamer 88. Thank you, Jay the Gamer. Legend. Legend out here in the streets. Okay, we got through that one without any damage. That was good. Okay. Okay, we take that one down. Okay, substitute breaks. Okay, but we did manage to take that one down. Ah, we missed with double slap. Are you kidding me? Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. That was the one. That was the freaking one right there. And we just failed. Like, at this point, there's no point in going back and taking a bunch of optional battles. That will be round 2. We'll take optional battles in round 2, because this is certainly a case where if we were at level 100, we'd just wreck, but...
So in the end, Mr. Mime completely failed this challenge. He is not on the same tier as Alakazam and Hypno by a long shot. 500 resets to beat Rival 5? 740 resets here on Rival 6? This is just not happening. The champion is going to be so much harder than this, and we're going to hit my cutoff of 1000 resets. So like I said, we can try this a couple of different ways. Because my ultimate goal on this channel is to find what the minimum requirements are for a Pokemon to beat the entire game. But I look at that in a couple of different ways. Number 1, at what level could the Pokemon beat the entire game without a single TM? Number 2, at what level could the Pokemon beat the entire game if we abused all of the TMs? Is it capable of minimum battles? This is a great opportunity to look at that with our Mr. Mime. And we're going to start off by adding optional battles to find what level it can beat the entire game at. Now, it would take far too long to go through a whole playthrough again, so instead what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight to the champion and see at what level I was finally able to beat him. Go ahead and place your bets in the comments section right now, because this one could be pretty interesting. So, without further ado, if you've placed your comment, pause the video if you have to. But we're going to move on in 3, 2, 1. Let's go to the champion.
One hitter. Now we just need to survive one hit. There we go. Okay, we're back to the champion. So I'm going to save right here. before I use items. I'm going to use items to recover PP, particularly in Confusion and in Substitute. But if I fail in this fight, I'm just gonna allow myself to faint, or I'm gonna reset and then faint, because if it's clearly just not happening, I don't want to actually lose those items. It's the reason why most of the big Pokemon YouTubers, right, are all about, like, the deathless Elite Four section. It's really so that they don't lose their items. Okay. So there, we've set up everything. Nice. Okay. Okay, we take down Alakazam. That was nice. We get Leech Seed, of course. We did confuse it, and it did hit itself in confusion. That was nice. Here, okay. We got through that. We still got a substitute going to Flareon. Fire Spin missed. Oh, and we got through. Okay. So we beat the champion at level 80 without TMs. And we can tell that even there, this isn't like a cakewalk fight. At level 80, we beat the champion without TMs. Obviously, with TMs, we would do much better here. The question is, which TMs do we want to learn?
So in the end, Mr. Mime was able to beat the entire game of Pokemon Yellow on 0 DVs and with no TMs, but it had to take 78 optional battles in order to do so. That's more optional battles than we've taken with any Pokemon so far on this series, but it did allow it to get to level 80, and at level 80 that wasn't really consistent, but it was reasonable to beat the champion. What that tells me is that we have a lot of room to optimize here with TMs. But like I said, what TMs do we use? And will it be possible on minimum battles with TMs? Will a minimum battles run get a higher score on the tier list? Well, there's only one way to find out. I'm going to get into the second run, where we're going to run purely on minimum battles, and we're going to try to beat the game no matter what we have to do. So place your bets. Do we have to go double team in this one? Do we have to go toxic or mimic or any other broken TMs in this? Comment below and let's find out.
And he goes for quick attack again. Oh my god. Like, we just can't catch a break. Just cannot catch a break in this one. He can go any other move but quick attack and we get through there. And it's not that the AI has a script that tells it to do that. The AI is not that smart in this version. Okay. Let's try this again. No crit, please. And there we go. Finally! 237 resets. We finally get through this. Oh my god. Ah, that was stupid. So does Mr. Mime beat the game on minimum battles? Yes, it does. It needs lots of TMs to do it, and even with TMs, it's just a nightmare getting the setup to actually make it work. But
so now we found that Mr. Mime is capable of beating the entire game on minimum battles, but it requires quite a few TMs to do so. It had to learn Mega Punch, Thunder Wave, Thunderbolt, Psychic, Thunder, and finally Hyper Beam was the strategy on the champion. But this run was far from being consistent. 237 resets to beat the entire game, even when we allowed TMs. So This leaves a lot of room for optimization, and in fact, the minimum battles run with TMs got a lower score on my tier list than taking 78 optional battles to beat the game. So this tells me that maybe we can find a sweet spot. Maybe we can just get the best TMs, and maybe add the best optional battles, and actually come out with a run that puts this Mr. Mime in its best possible position. So go ahead and pause the video and comment below, and place your bets. Is this going to be an A tier Pokemon? Could we get it to S tier? Is it going to remain stuck here in the kind of B tier? Will it beat Lapras? There's only one way to find out. Let's get into this.
Now, last time in the minimum battles run, I grabbed Mega Punch in here, but Mega Punch really wasn't useful. Like, there was never really a situation where I was like, oh, Mega Punch is the play. Maybe on the Innocent Bystander's Drowsy, but outside of that, it just didn't do much. I'm gonna hold off until we get Body Slam instead. So now we can go here to the SSN, where we're going to fight the 2 optional battles that we need. One to get an extra rare candy, one to get the Body Slam TM. So this guy right here with his Nidoran, easy one-hitter. And we have the Body Slam TM. Which I'm just going to go ahead and learn. And now we need to go take on that old man down here. Yes, this guy. See how much Body Slam does. Okay, nice. 3-hitter with Body Slam there. That was fine. And we got an extra rare candy. Okay. So Misty time. I'm going to set up Light Screen and Barrier here on the Staryu. Yes, I know these Pokemon can get critical hits, but we paralyzed Starmie and now Body Slam takes it down. That was an easy victory. Very, very easy victory. Okay, so we open up Saffron. We can come over here. We can get access to Psychic, which we can teach to our Disaster over Confusion. It's just obviously the better play. So now the question is, should we take on anything in Erika's gym? Well, we can start by taking on the Execute. This beauty, she's required, so I always fight the required battles in the game first. Even when I'm taking optional battles, I start with the ones that I know are required and I go from there. But I mean, some of these trainers give good experience, so like that's a one-hitter, good XP. That's a one-hitter with good XP. That's a one-hitter with good XP. Here, I mean, that's decent, but that's good. And we're not going to learn Double Slap. No. No. Now, I was fighting these channelers last time, but honestly, most of these channelers do not have good XP yields, was what I found. There will be trainers later on that give much better XP than these. Like, I fought them last time because I thought, oh, they would be easy experience when I was doing the no TMs run, but... So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to come out here to the Cycling Road, and I'm going to, of course, get access to a rare candy here, but I'm also going to fight a bunch of these trainers, which I don't usually do, but in this case, it just makes too much sense. But some of these guys give fairly decent experience, particularly these guys over here that have evolved Pokemon. Not this one, though. Okay, we'll just wreck those with Psychic. But here, like this Machoke, gives good XP. This guy with his Primeape and Machoke gives good XP for this section of the game at least. This boyo here has a ton of Pokemon, so he's a fairly efficient fight to take down. Here we're just gonna go up this side too, because Basically, we want to fight these evolved Pokemon. Here, we should be able to get through that one. Nice. Okay. And then inside of Koga's gym, I think we want to fight the Tamers. I am going to fight this Tamer right here, though. 3 Pokemon on his team. 2 of them being Arbok, which are very easy to knock out. Gonna fight this Tamer right here, who has 2 Pokemon. The Sandslash is kind of scary, but fortunately we can get through him without too much issue. So we're taking some optional battles, of course, but yeah. Now, these trainers in Erika's gym, I think mostly have multiple Pokemon, so I am gonna knock them out just because I can. Because, I mean, if they're giving more than 1000 XP for the battle, I think it's pretty reasonable. Okay, so now let's just take on Erika. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I'm gonna set up barrier here first. Now I'm gonna meditate a bunch. The badge boost and defense as well. Oh, body slam. The body slam spam. Yes! Haha! Wrecked. Get wrecked by my body slams. And now I am going to take on fighting Dojo again because, once again, they should be very easy battles and give decent experience for this section of the game. Like, you know, that's nearly 2000 XP right there, so it is one of the more efficient battles in the game. Okay, 2 Mankeys and a Primeape go down very easily. And now to the boss of the dojo himself, where that is a one-hitter. Here we've run out of whatchamacalls. So now, body slam for the win. Nice. So we've leveled up quite a bit here. And now we're getting to the point where we might have to think about taking on Koga. Let's do our barriers on the first Venonat instead. Toxic shouldn't matter too much. We're setting up barriers so that we can survive Leech Life from the Venomoth here. So anything short of a critical hit, we're just guaranteed to win there. Nice. That was not bad. Just one reset. Not too bad at all. Okay. Let's see how this goes. So, I think strategy is to start by... Oh, Psychic there. Psychic does fine there. Here I think I'm going to set up some barriers. Since Magneton is mostly going to do physical damage to me. Now I think I can body slam. If I can land any hits. No! Okay, we get wrecked on that one. Let's try a different tactic here. If we can get not slash, rip, then we should already be able to outspeed everything and just go Psychic here. Oh, but we level up. Oh, but that's fine. Meditate. Body slam. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, okay. So we take down Rival 5. He's not super easy by any means, but we're not going to spam a bunch of Rocket Grunts this time. That's nice. Or through to Blaine. Let's try him. Now, my strategy is going to be to body slam here to try to paralyze. Oh, yes. Yes! Here I'm going to set up barriers to reduce damage, hopefully. And now I'm going to meditate a bunch of times. I'm going to go for body slam again. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we were just on so low health there. So now we know that we level up after this one. That changes my strategy a little bit. The confusion is wrecking me. Okay, so instead I'm going to use one rare candy here. Now I should be able to set up enough on Ninetales to outspeed everything. If he doesn't just go hard into Flamethrower. I'm gonna just avoid learning Substitute instead. And instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna level up a bunch. Let's do this instead. Let's try this. Okay. Didn't quite work. Let's see one more time here. So let's Body Slam on this one. Okay, now let's just set up some barriers. Not super worried about Fire Spin. I care a lot more about getting my Meditates set up. Now with a couple Meditates, we should be doing decent damage. Paralyzed? Yes. Okay, there we go, we get through. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so now let's go to Sabrina. We have to fight her. But yeah, I think Substitute, like last time I felt like I got too obsessed with Substitute, and it actually was hurting me that I was too worried about using Substitute when it wasn't actually helping enough. Okay, so here, I'm going to go Body Slam immediately. Now I'm going to set up Meditate. 4, 5, 6... No Kinesis is good. And now... Oh, the critical hit Psychic, are you kidding me? Okay. So Body Slam one-shots there. It's like a 2-hitter right there. And maybe this is the play. Is just to go all in on attack with Body Slam. Like, not even to try to set up. Okay, Flash missed, but that was a range. Okay... There we've set up 2... Oh, we survived with 1 HP. Sweet. The badge boost mattered. Okay, we set up 2 Meditates, and that allowed us to get through. We're very close here, though. Come on, come on, come on. I wish that there was a way to just buy like 100 coins, 500 coins at once. Not to have to do this little 50 coins at a time. Like, let me just put in how many coins I want and give you all my money. Whoever designed this section of the game, you failed. RIP. I mean, I'm sure they did it this way to try to encourage you to play the slots. They were like, yeah, nobody will ever play the slots if it's just super easy to just buy a bunch of coins. And on the other hand, we're just sitting here like, no, I have to spend so much time buying coins. Okay. So now, get out of my way, old guy. Here. Hyper Beam. Hyper Beam is going to be important later on, because it's going to synergize well with Meditate. But we don't want to learn it yet. We're going to save it until after we've gotten through Agatha, basically. But the question is, how does Psychic do against Giovanni? I'm going to heal up so that I have all the PP. We need max PP for this one, I think. We got to be the kings of the PP, guys. Okay. RIP. So here, let's save. Let's get into the Giovanni fight. That's a one-hitter. It's kind of dangerous to go for barrier here against Persian, but I did it. And I set up a couple of barriers. Horn Drill doesn't affect us, and we take down Giovanni on the first attempt. Very nice. Not an easy fight, but possible. So I will take it. Now let's get into the Rival 6 fight, where we can meditate and body slam on some things. So we need a good range here against the Sand Slash first. Okay, Slash did less than half, which is good. But then he wrecked us. We need him to use like really weak attacks here. So I'm going to start with Barrier. Now I'm going to go for Meditate a bunch of times. Now I think Psychic. Oh, and it's just not quite enough. And now we've leveled up, so... Hey, but... Oh, we're landing the body slams. Oh, Paralysis? Yes! Yes! We got him. So, Rival 6 goes down. Now is time for the next step in my evil plan. I need to go to the power plant first. And the idea is going to be to badge boost like crazy on Lorelai's Dugong, and then use Thunderbolt to knock her Pokemon out. I will pick up the Thunder TM just in case as well. And, yeah. This is the part of the game where suddenly everything gets quite exciting. Because we will be in a position where maybe, just maybe, we can get through some stuff. Think that's the play, guys. Okay, and we've got some full restores. Let's get into the Elite Four. So first one, I'm going to try not to learn Thunderbolt. I'm just going to Body Slam here. Oh, it's paralyzed. Nice. Now I'm going to set up a bunch of barriers. Now I'm going to try to set up some meditates while it sleeps. Okay, we get wrecked that one, but man, if he goes back to sleep, I think we got this. We don't need critical hits when we're already boosting up our stats. Okay. Meditate, 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 meditate. Meditate, meditate, barrier, 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 body slam, nice. Body slam is a 2-hitter there. Oh, we've lost all our badge boosts, but still, meditate has us doing a lot of damage. That's a 1-hitter. We paralyzed Lapras, and we just get wrecked by the Hydro Pump there. Come on. Okay, so here's where I'm going to switch up my strat. Let's go for the Thunderbolt strat here. Okay, we're going to forget Body Slam for Thunderbolt. Let's go with this. Because now, like, attack drops don't matter. And it doesn't actually matter which moves we use. So we can set up Barrier first, because we're going for special boosts here. That's a 1-hitter. The issue is that we level up. Okay, so let's pop 1 rare candy here. That way we don't level up in the middle of this fight. That's basically a 2-hitter right there regardless. That's a 1-hitter. Now we can Barrier. We're hoping for Withdraw, which is a 50% chance here. And we're just raising our own special by doing this. She'll never use Amnesia, because Smart AI tells her that Amnesia's resisted, and there we go. Okay, we get through. So yeah, Thunderbolt was the play. Here against Lancey Boy, or against Bruno Boy, I don't even think I need to heal. I think I can just do this. Just Psychic everything down. The Machamp might survive. No, it did not. Haha, critical hit might have mattered, but who cares? I'm through. And here I'm going to Elixir. Nice. And let's just see. We are going to level up in this fight. I don't think it matters. I hope it doesn't matter. But I'm going to set up Barrier first, just in case we get confused and hit ourselves in confusion or anything like that. Okay, Psychic. Psychic. Now we should level up. So now I think I set up some meditates to get more badge boosts. Okay, Psychic one-shots. Lick doesn't affect us, which is nice. And Psychic one-shots. There we go. So onward to Lancey Boy, where I do not want to level up here in this fight, so I'm just going to use a rare candy right there at the beginning. So now let's get into this, and I think the strat is to just Thunderbolt Gyarados down. Let's see if Psychic will one-shot. It does not. So here... Okay, we did outspeed. Thunder Mist. Hyper Potion. No. Thunder Mist again. And we took a Hyper Beam. Okay. Here, I haven't recovered my PP was the issue. But here, I still think we Thunderbolt. Here, I think we Barrier. Barrier. And now Psychic. Now these should be one-hitters. Thunderbolt, one-shots. Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. And the burn doesn't matter. There we go. Lancey Boy goes down. So, last rare candy. We're going to go Max Elixir on this one. We're going to go full restore on this one. And now, I think we forget Thunderbolt for Hyper Beam. And I'm going to pump my PP ups into Hyper Beam, guys. We're at a higher level than minimum battles. But we haven't gone crazy on the battles. We're only 20 battles above minimum battles. We're at 42 resets. So if we do well here, we should be able to get through this one by just getting our setup off. So my strategy here, I'm going to go Barrier first. We're hoping not to take a big slash. Going to set up a couple meditates too, but yeah, we get wrecked. Okay. But I think we need at least 1 or 2 barriers. I think we need a couple meditates. Psychic, one-shots. Hyper Beam missed, rip. And Hyper Beam did about half there. So we need more meditates set up. So let's go ahead and see. I think we need like 2 badge boosts to get through that one reliably. Okay. So let's just keep experimenting with this a little bit because two badge boosts is enough to one-shot there. Now we need to meditate, I think 3 or 4 times. That's a one-hitter. Oh, that's so close to being a one-shot there. That is a one-hitter. That's a one-hitter. And that's a one-hitter. There we go, boys. So, here, we have added 21 optional battles. We had 45 resets. We added TMs, of course. This is obviously not an S-tier Pokemon. But now I think we've gotten it into the A tier, and that is pretty darn good, all things considered.
So in the end, Mr. Mime is an A tier Pokemon. It clocks in just below Jinx and just above Lapras on our final tier list. And it basically comes down to the fact that while, yes, it had fewer optional battles than those 2 Pokemon, it had more resets, and it was by far and away the most reliant on TMs of any Pokemon in this challenge so far. But it turns out that it's a reasonably solid Pokemon. With a finishing time of just over an hour with these optimizations and not having to get to a ridiculously high level, you could probably make this one into a pretty fast run if you wanted to try it yourself. Like I said earlier in the video, all of these full runs with live commentary are linked in the description below, and they are in the live commentary playlist on the channel. So if you want to check those out, go ahead. Now, with that being done, we have one final question. In every video, you know what it is.
So, there's one question that remains. Can our Mr. Mime beat Mewtwo? That's all I need to know, because if we beat Mewtwo, then, hey, we can at least chalk that one up to our Mr. Mime here. And I think the strategy against Mewtwo is pretty obvious. We are going to go for some stat drops here. I'm not sure if Hyper Beam is actually the play. I think we need to more badge boost up and use Psychic to take it down. We're hoping for the special drops. I think that's the strat, guys. But that was a much smoother run against the champion there, for sure. Felt much better. Okay. So I am using... we get wrecked by Mewtwo's critical hit Psychic. Okay, we're both going Barrier here. But now I'm badge boosting up. Okay, now we have all the badge boosts. We got the special drop, but he immediately crit with Swift. Here, we've gotten a special drop, but it didn't matter. Let's just see, right off the bat, how much does Hyper Beam do? Not that much. Like, if we could get a run where he goes crazy with Recover and not too crazy with Barrier, and we set up some meditates, now he's just going crazy with the Barrier here. Yeah, look how little damage that does. My god. And that critical hit Psychic, are you kidding me? Nope, get wrecked. Mewtwo completely destroying our Mr. Mime out here. Okay, this is actually going reasonably well if he doesn't start critting me. Rip, called it. Oh, the special drops are coming in now. No, rip. Mewtwo's just too strong for this little Mr. Mime. Like, I think we need a couple badge boosts to outspeed at least. Starts off with a critical hit Swift. Special drop, that's nice. Give me more of those. Special drop is nice. Barrier's fine. Oh, and we finally get through. So, our disaster of a Pokemon here finishes the entire game at level 64. Man, that is rough. But Meditate Hyper Beam was the strategy in the end. It hurt. It hurt, guys. But we have completed Mr. Mime. I think, look, we can parse little details. We can sit here and say like, oh, you know, you should have taken this battle instead of that battle, blah, 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 blah. The fact of the matter is that Mr. Mime is not a top tier Pokemon. Not even close. It's completely outclassed by Alakazam and Hypno. I think it will be outclassed by Kadabra. It's really Abra Drowsy level, in my personal opinion. It's not a good Pokemon. It has a terrible sprite. It is an absolute just horror. Like, I hate clowns so much, guys. You just don't even know. And yet I've spent probably more time on this Pokemon than any other Pokemon up to this point so far. But it has beaten the game. We'll get it on the tier list. But for now, that does it for this one. See you in the next video. Later.